to a start, working to condense the schedule to make sure all these athletes have the best opportunity to have the best conditions on the water. And Indiana crew, 4th varsity 8, approaching the line. And over. We'll have some official times for you shortly, but the 3rd varsity 8 race is underway. Lane 4, Indiana University. Lane 3, the University of North Carolina. Lane 2, Harvard Radcliffe crew. And lane 1, Ohio State. All these athletes are underway in their races, and it looks like UNC might have a bit of an early lead here.
UNC a couple seats up, probably about half a boat length now on the other crews as they get into that base pace of their race.
Looks like UNC maybe half a boat length up on IU. Ohio State and Radcliffe crew are holding even. Radcliffe crew, Harvard is ranked 13th this season. Ohio State's ranked 20th. So we do have some interesting races here today. Central Florida ranked 12th. North Carolina 19th in the CRCA coaches poll. So a lot of our crews today are evenly matched. And it looks like Ohio State here, maybe a seat, 2-3 seats up on Radcliffe crew. University of North Carolina still holding out at the front of the field. They still have contact with Indiana University, maybe 5-6 seats up on Indiana University. But for right now, UNC is holding out at the front of this 4-boat race. Opening up some water between them, Ohio State and Radcliffe crew still holding even, but Ohio State maybe has about a seat on Radcliffe.
And Ohio State and Radcliffe are doing what they can to keep their bow balls on the stern deck there of Indiana University. Indiana University in a solid second place decision to UNC, and UNC doing what they can to get their stern deck off the bow deck of Indiana University.
UNC has opened up some water between them and their second place position. UNC ahead of the field with maybe a seat, 2 seats of open water over Indiana. Radcliffe crew maybe now has a seat on Ohio State, but it looks like Ohio State is responding with a move of their own. Those two boats have a lot of overlap. And then over in lane 4, Indiana is still about astern over those two crews that are battling it out for that 3rd place position, Ohio State and Radcliffe crew.
It's our first race of the day with 4 boats across, and it is going to be a tough one. Again, Radcliffe and Ohio State really just battling it every stroke, trying to get their bow ball ahead, but they are pretty well matched.
Indiana and UNC are leading the pack here. UNC still about a boat length over Indiana, and then Indiana a boat length over Ohio State and Radcliffe here. But Ohio State looks like they've taken 2-3. Ohio State is walking on Radcliffe crew here. A big move at the 3-minute mark in this race. They're taking about maybe half a boat length up. They have some momentum here. Will Radcliffe crew respond?
And it does look like Radcliffe is starting to respond. They don't want to let that Ohio State crew go away easily. But Ohio State still has several seats above Radcliffe.
Ohio State 3 seats up on Radcliffe crew, working to get some of that contact back with the Indiana crew. Indiana about a boat length up, and then UNC still leading the pack with some open water between themselves and the 2nd place Indiana. Ohio State and Radcliffe crew have a couple boat lengths to make up if they want to re-enter the race for 2nd place. But right now, the race for 3rd position is still exciting.
It is a tough one with Ohio State, again, still about 3 seats above Radcliffe. Indiana decidedly in 2nd, about a full boat length ahead of them, and UNC leading the pack.
As we're midway through our race, North Carolina with a time of 3 minutes, 27 seconds. The next place, Indiana with a 3:34, Ohio State with a 3:39, Radcliffe at a 3:41. So it is competitive for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place positions. I think anything can happen in the second half of this race, especially as our wind conditions open up in the second half of the course.
The wind is going to get worse. So how are these competitors going to respond when they have less protection from the shoreline? Again, UNC has about a boat length of open water over the Indiana University crew. Ohio State still about 3 to 4 seats above Radcliffe, but it is a battle there.
All these crews moving clean as they can. I am seeing some bobbles on oars as they exit the water. That just speaks to the nature of these conditions and the work these athletes are doing to keep their boats moving forward, to stay in sync, and to keep their blades clean through this choppy water. Ohio State here doing a good job, best they can, staying clean. Again, in 1st position, UNC, 2nd position, Indiana, 3rd position, Ohio State has opened up their bow to stern on Radcliffe crew here. UNC continues to hold open water between themselves and next position, Indiana University. UNC's had a really dominant position in this race. They got out early and they maintained their lead and kept opening it up between themselves and Indiana and the rest of the field.
Yeah, they had a fantastic start, and they've just kept that lead throughout the time, and they're just doing a great job continuing to pull away from the pack. They're doing a great job clearing puddles in these pretty rough conditions. It'll be interesting to see, does their coxswain take them up for a true sprint, or do you kind of stay the course here and save it for tomorrow?
UNC now with a boat length of open water between themselves and next place Indiana. Indiana with about half a boat length between themselves and third place Ohio State, and a boat length about astern Ohio State with Radcliffe Crew. And so this 4-boat field has opened up into first place UNC, second place Indiana, third place Ohio State, fourth place Radcliffe Crew.
Ohio State really trying to pull themselves away here from Radcliffe. They've got about a boat length. It's hard to tell if there's still overlap or not, but each crew is putting in their all. And for those of you who are viewing from home, we are starting to get some sunny rain here on the course, which I'm sure is surprising to some of the competitors rowing. It's always fun when it changes weather mid-course, but that's what those competitors are now experiencing.
Sunny rain is good luck, right? That's a good omen. Everyone loves a little sunshine rain. It probably feels nice when you're hot and working hard. Again, UNC here in the dominant position. They are approaching the line, followed by Indiana University in that second position. Ohio State approaching in third. Radcliffe Crew with a strong position in fourth.
They're battling every stroke here.
And it'll be UNC. Indiana across the line. Ohio State in that third position. Followed by Radcliffe Crew, a strong finish, strong showing from all races today, all athletes. We'll take you back up to the start where the second Varsity 4 race has just begun. It is lane 3, Radcliffe Crew, lane 2, Ohio State.